right, good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? Little quiet here today, which is not unexpected, but you know, figured come out here anyways and just have some fun. This is Mike, Logan in Flight, at Terminal B on the top deck. I forgot my hat, I realized. Just having some fun out here. Yeah, like you can see, there's not a lot going on out here. Cape Airs, we have 5 here right now. The inbounds and outbounds are in and out. Can you guys hear me now? Hope you can hear me. So yeah, it's a little quiet here. Let me see if I can get this plane taken off here, and we'll get some planes at least. All right, it's good to hear, CC. You were muted, not me. There we go. There's the plane. All right. All right. I think I will get my hat though, man. So we have that noisy here in the background. It's just the fuel pump loading up a plane here. What do we have next here? Let me just check. We have a Delta taking off, flight 1398, heading to Minneapolis. But yeah, just having, like I said, just having some fun out here. While I can have it a couple hours this afternoon, so I figured I'd come out here and just do some filming, play with some cameras here, and figure out what's going on. All right, get this Minneapolis flight. $737-900. Yeah, we got the big block here in front of us, which is going to be an issue. There we go. You can see it was raining on the way in here. Now it's just beautiful. Nice cloudy, puffy sky. Oh man, they're all grounded? Oh no. I don't like that. So I'm not sure the status of ATC here. We got people and we got flights coming in and out. We do have, like everyone knows, the slowdown going on. We have a Cape Air out here somewhere. Let me see where I saw it here. There it is, Cape Air coming in from Rockland. So I'm just getting used to this new camera still. So you guys are my guinea pigs. All right, we got 22 right lining up. We have Iceland Air. Let's be heading out down there somewhere. Before that lines up, I'm going to go grab my hat real quick, because it is getting warm out here with the sun. All right. Let me see. Yes, we got Iceland Air lining up on 22 right, heading to Keflavik, 737 MAX 8. We got all kinds of people on here. You see, if I can go back here, we got Svetlana, our cruise director, who's out of work for the next few months. We got Eric there. We got Cece telling me I'm on mute. You see, Vid Poster, how you doing? Yeah, a bunch of other people here. Travel with me, 326, how you doing? So I do have 2 cameras going here. I got my new camera and my old camera. Or I should say my new and my less new. And let me see if I can get this Iceland Air. Where is it? Still lining up on 22 right. There we go. Nah, it's easy. It's part of the fun. Never have to apologize. All right, Eric's all wired up here. He's set to go. Right, next we have American Airlines lining up out on 22 right, heading to parts unknown, 737-800. Travel with me. How you doing? I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well as well. Just playing around with some settings here on this new camera. On the daytime, at nighttime it's difficult because it was nighttime. But now with the daylight here, I'm trying to get some more settings. We do have Boston Blue. That came in around, I don't know, quarter of 11 or so. And that will be heading out of here shortly, I believe. So we'll see that one. Only going to be on for a few hours today. And then I got stuff to do this afternoon, but I figure I'd come out here, like I said, having some fun. It is a beautiful day here. Actually, it was raining the whole way in, but now it's just absolutely beautiful. Just clouds. Those are the rain clouds that are going off in the distance, heading out to the ocean. Losing focus. Get that focus. There we go. All right, we have American actually lining up on 22 left instead of 22 right. There is nothing that I can see. Well, actually, there's one plane I can see coming in. Now, what is that plane? Let me see. It is a Delta connection coming in from DC, Reagan National. So they are using two frequencies. They use 132.25 for takeoffs, or sorry, should be on 22 left, and 22 right is for takeoffs. So when they do this, this is on a one different frequency than what I have programmed right now. Man, I'm trying to get this camera going here. I'll get this camera working eventually. All right, what do we got over there here? We have so I'm just flipping around here. Just it's usually stuff to focus on. There's not much out here right now. But I'm gonna keep having fun. I'm gonna keep doing this thing. Like I said, there are planes coming in now. We got the internationals that are coming in. So those should be here between now and 1, 2 o'clock. Emirates, Lufthansa, a couple of those other guys. We'll see those for sure. All right, we have American Airlines coming in. American Connection coming in from DC. That's down there. We have a couple Deltas passing in review in front of us here. One is heading to Minneapolis. The second one's heading to Salt Lake City. Coming in, we have a JetBlue from JFK, an A220, flight 318. So I can find this thing here. There we go. I'm also using a new stand here, which gives me some little shakiness here. Let me try this one out. Next taking off, we have Sun Country heading to Minneapolis. 737, flight 252. I'm not having any fun here with these cameras. Sorry about this, guys. All right, next coming in, we have Delta, an A330-900 coming in from London Heathrow. I heard that possible bird strike. All right, we have a Delta taking off heading to Minneapolis. Yeah, Barrick, I agree 100%. Not as fluid. Trying to see if it's actually the tripod or the camera. Or is it just me? Right, we'll try this out. We have Delta taking off, an A321neo hitting the Salt Lake City. And we got a Logan Whale. I'm going with the operator. And we have Southwest coming in from St. Louis. Let me try something out here. Sorry about all this, guys. I can hear that, yeah. Fire alarm going off somewhere here. All right, so the Holden takeoffs, there's a fire alarm somewhere. I'm going to just change something here real quick. I'm doing something really weird here. All right, we'll try this out. I got Old Faithful here lined up. My other tripod. See how this works today. All right, so there is a ground stop right now. So I was saying something about a fire alarm going off. So a little quiet all of a sudden. We have the Cape Air cam now. All right, switch the cameras around here while I'm playing around with this stuff. So, sorry guys. So, how you guys doing? This is Mike at Loganinflight. Playing with cameras today. I have a camera that I got for nighttime video, which I have to play around with more for daytime video. So I will go back to my, what someone referred to it as the OG, the original camera here. I'll have to play around with this probably tomorrow or so and see what happens. But if you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe, do all those YouTube-y things. And right now there's a ground stop. So we have to wait a little bit. Someone said they heard fire alarms. I did hear a fire alarm going off somewhere. So there is something going on. And I guess that causes a whole ground stop. We got so we got Logan out to Logan Lagoon. Looking nice as always. Not a lot of water activity today. If we look over here in the distance. So it's just pretty quiet out here. Yeah, no arrivals. Like, that's crazy. So it's just really... Yeah, so sorry guys. I think I come out here and have some fun, and they decided to stop having planes fly around, I guess. There's nothing on the radar. We have a couple planes lined up to take off. Like I said, we should be getting the internationals coming in here. We have a Delta coming from Amsterdam. That's a little ways away right now. We have Lufthansa, Aer Lingus, all these things. Lufthansa's next to arrive, and that's going to be in a while. So yeah, just in that ground stop, just because of they heard a fire alarm somewhere. Now there are 2 planes down here ready to go. Can't see them from here, unfortunately, but they are ready to go. Olivia, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, the plane stop is just temporary. Like I said, there was fire alarms. Yeah, so I don't know what else to really say here. You guys have your Thanksgiving shopping done? Not much going on in the alley here either. Got a JetBlue over here. They were just fueling that up. What else we got over here? Let's see. We have this JetBlue getting fueled up too. You have the Vets one that should be pushing back any time now. I think that was scheduled for a noon takeoff, so we'll see what happens with that. So maybe I get to play with my cameras here and figure out what is going on. Sorry for all the silence. There's no air traffic control. There's no planes coming in. Literally nothing on the radar within 20 miles. So this may be a shorter show than I expected. Waiting to hear this ground stop. We already had a ground stop, so that's the rest of the ground stop. Yeah, CC, I agree. Very, very quiet. What can we do here? What can I show you guys while we're sitting here waiting? You got the control tower there. The giant robot. There is staff up there. We know that. So it's nothing wrong there. I know there's a couple Cape Air pilots actually. At least one that I know of for sure, and maybe some more that are actually part of raising money to help out ATC and the people who run the gates, like security and everything. They're all under the same contract, so they're all doing this and not getting paychecks. So there are, like I said, a couple Cape Air pilots that are actually fundraisers with Venmo, and on Facebook you can see them sometimes, and they can just donate to help out. Giving them gas cards and food, and a lot of these people are making those tough decisions now to figure out if they're going to stay or if they're going to look for another job, because all this stuff is happening. And this is a perfect example of that. Nothing happening right now. So we got Olivia here. Don't mind the silence. Sewing and watching the best. Trying to not clean the bathroom. That's perfectly fine. Charlie, welcome. New member. Welcome to the fun. All right, let me see here. We have a bunch of planes lined up, which is good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. American Airlines, first one lined up at the 737-800, heading to Dallas-Fort Worth. All right, heard it from the horse's mouth there. They'll give us a heads up when they can resume. All right. Diamond Mike Boston, how you doing? How long have I been doing this? Doing this since, I don't remember. But I've been out here since January. Haven't been doing live streams. Started doing live streams maybe in April or May. I forget when the actual started on this thing. Maybe in June. But out here for a while, just videoing planes and doing the plane spotting thing. All right, we should have the American Airlines taking off. I hope. There we go. All right. Heading to Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm sorry, I had the wrong camera on. I say I've been doing this for a few months, but I really doubt I've been doing that a few months. All right, now we have next taking off. We have a Delta heading to Indianapolis, E175, flight 5592. And I got the right camera on this time at least. That's good. Unfortunately, lack of traveling. There's still no parking up here, which is crazy. Nope, Kelly's not done. She's just she has other engagements. She can get up here when she gets up here. All right, next taking off, we have United Airlines Flight 414 heading to Denver, 737 MAX 9. On the roll. All right, next taking off, we have Delta Flight 2679 and A220 heading to Chicago. I got that wind picking up too. Is this still working? There it is, still working. Got the Logan wheel. That's still working. Good. All right. Here is Delta. Wow, and it made the brick. Impressive. Yeah, sure. I can change the chat if you guys want. Yes, I think I can. All right, the chat has changed. All right, next taking off, we have all right, so we have a JetBlue out there heading to Orlando, waiting for something. This is a ghost plane, not in the radar. All right, so we have Cape Air taking off on 22 left. Ahead of that, there's a JetBlue heading to Orlando. Looks like they may have some delays. And they're having the other planes take off in front of it. And back taxi, which means they get on the runway a little bit from the end, so they can go down to they can take a turn onto the runway, get to the end of it, and do a U-turn, and then take off. That way, they have the entire runway to play with. Unfortunately, we can't see that from here with this big block in the way. All right, next taking off, we have a JetBlue heading to St. Martin. I would not mind being on that one. There we go, it's on the way now. A321, flight 1977. Saw someone in here was a Cape Air Squadron. How you doing? They're all lined up here, ready for takeoff. All right, next taking off, we have an American heading to LAX, an A321, flight 2473. Daniela, how you doing? Good afternoon. We got the Cape Air sustainability livery heading out. And we also have American Airlines heading to LAX. A lot of construction going on. Next lull in the action, I might switch up the cameras a little bit here so it's a little bit easier for me to play this game. All right, next taking off is the JetBlue that's heading to Orlando. That had some issues, had to wait. And I do see nothing coming in right now. So how you guys doing? This is Mike. I got some new people joining in here as well. This is Mike Logan and Flight here on top of Terminal B parking garage. It is a little slow out here today, but hey, we're going to stay out here and have some fun. We got the Cape Airs here, so that's okay. And we're waiting for this JetBlue to take off into Orlando. Feel free to hit that like button, subscribe if you're interested. Do all those YouTube-y things, you know. We have memberships, chats, all that kind of fun stuff. Also, we have a Discord site that we list out the daily special liveries that are coming in. All kinds of chats going on. We had a bunch of people that work the ground crew at different airports, and they post pictures of planes up close and personal and stuff. So it's a really cool interaction going on right there. We also have a store, Logan Inflight. You can get sweatshirts, hats, stickers, cups, all kinds of stuff like that. So just that fun YouTube stuff that everyone does. Gonna make sure I jump on the bandwagon with that as well. Make sure everyone's gonna have fun with this stuff. So all these links can be found on YouTube channel itself or at loganinflight.com. So we have all that stuff out there. But yeah, I'm just out here having fun. It is quiet, like I said. There's one plane on the runway right now. It's actually, they got clear for takeoff, so they're getting ready to go. So yeah, I'm just gonna have some fun out here and just let you guys see what's going on for real, not just what you hear in the news. Walter, how you doing? Good afternoon. We got all kinds of people on here. We got Terry, any special or rare coming in today? We do have a Lufthansa A340. Those are getting pretty rare these days. And that'll be in about a little less than an hour now, I think. What else we got here? We have a couple of special liveries, but let's get to this JetBlue taking off, heading to Orlando. A320. The brick is in play today just because there was no parking here, which I thought was surprising with the issues going on. I thought people would reduce their travel, but I got the last spot available. So you get what you can get. All right, we have an arrival. We have a Delta coming in from Detroit, an A321. Sorry for the surprise sound in my voice, but we have an arrival, which is cool. Louise, how you doing? Betsy, how you doing? We have a Cape Air heading out to 22 right. That's on the way there. We have a Delta coming in from Chicago. 737, 800. I'm going to try on this camera, see if I can get this camera to work. So still a ways. Still, where is it? There it is. Alright, I think I gotta play some more settings on this thing. Alright, we got coming in next. We have, I don't understand this code here. What is this one? Air Canada Express by Jazz Aviation. It's a QK, which I haven't seen QKs before. Coming in from Toronto. It's an E175. Still a ways away, but it's on the way here. We do have a Cape Air lined up to take off on 22 right. I do hit, and there we go. And we see Japan Airlines heading out. That'll be taking off as well. All right, so 22 right is the runway being used right now. We do have that Delta coming in. Oh, sorry, the Air Canada coming in from Toronto, an E175. Now I can see it. Also have a Logan wheel going on down there. Alright, we should have a Cape Air. See the wingtip there of the Japan Airlines. Alright, Cape Air. Heading to Lebanon. These tripods don't want to work today. It's not cold enough out here for them. Did I get the... Did I see someone here? Tom Turkey overlay. I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Figure out why this camera is not being happy. All right, next taking off, we have that Japan Airlines. That's probably going to be heading out to 22 left. Instead of 22 right is my guess. because it is the longer runway. We'll see if we see it. If we see the profile going by, we know it's going on. Take it off on 22 left. The turkey drop. All right. All right. Next on me, we have. Now we got a JetBlue coming in from Fort Lauderdale, an A220, and Japan Airlines is heading to 22 left. Airkeys gave me a good idea for a turkey drop. Nick, how you doing? Good afternoon. Here we got Japan Airlines there. I think waiting for another arrival. Another Air Canada, I believe. Let me just check. These codes are really weird today. Nope, Delta Connection coming in from Charlotte. We got 22 right, clear for takeoffs with American Airlines heading to Salt Lake City. No, St. Louis, sorry. Flight 3520. They got clear for takeoff. Not moving yet. Nope, the construction's due to be finished on the 15th, I think it is. So not quite yet. All right, so we have this. Oh, we got twofer here. All right. Even though it's silent, we got a twofer. Low takeoff. That Delta, you can see the construction out there still. Like I said, they're scheduled to wrap up, I believe, on the 15th. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we have a Japan Airlines lining up on 22 left, heading back to Tokyo Narita. Also have a JetBlue lined up heading to Reagan, flight 1855 on 22 right. And that must be very heavy. That took a while to take off. Not even sure where it is. There it is. All right, heading back to Tokyo. We did have a Logan whale. I'm also get that up there while we can. All right, Cape Air coming in from Augusta. If I can find it. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Snuck in here. All right, we got JetBlue taking off, heading to Reagan, an A220, flight 1855. Should be rolling down here in a second. Here it comes. Also have a Delta coming in here from Norfolk. E175. All right, we got a big one coming in. We have Delta and A330-900 coming in from Amsterdam. Yep, she's a big one. All right, nothing lined up right now for takeoff. All right, just checking out some stuff here. Next arrival, we do have, looks like a JetBlue coming in from Raleigh-Durham, an A220, flight 486. Yeah, SAS had just taken off when that happened. SAS had my attention when that happened. And the Swiss Air was the issue. It was crazy. All right, next coming in, we have United Airlines 737 coming in from Houston. All right, what we got going on here now? Let's see. Nice Aviation. How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon from Boston. All right, next coming in is Delta, an A220 coming in from Austin. Ooh. Nose gear plop. All right, next taking off, we have American Airlines E-175 heading to JFK, flight 4721. We also have a United Airlines coming in from Newark, flight 593. It's another buy one, get one. All right. Even though it's slow, you still have the sale going on. So still looking pretty nice out here. Got some nice puffy clouds. Oh, I see it. We see the Boston Blue backing up here. So that's always a good sign. Like I said, when I got here, that was... It just landed. We have a Delta here heading to Atlanta, an A321. Gotta move my camera. I have an American Airlines coming in from Chicago. If you guys don't mind holding on 1 second, I'm going to move some cameras around here. This is I'm realizing that I'm not having a good time with the way I'm set up, which was not the intent. Still trying to keep some planes coming in. I'll get the videos of them. I'll stick with the landing on this one. All right, let me just do some things here. I'll be right back in a second. All right, it's gonna be a little bit shaking here, but I'll be back in a second here. One second. Sorry about this, just a little technical difficulty here. Your call is very important to us. Please hold on. We will get that. That's in blue for sure. There you go. Sorry about that, guys. Just want to get things a little organized here, better than it was. I'll play with cameras later on, not during the show here. Yeah, it's my first stream, guys. Be nice with me, will you? All right, next coming in, we have a Southwest coming in from Baltimore, Washington International Airport, a 737-800. Fix the angle here. Thought it was good. There we go. All right, there's that Southwest down there. Came in from Baltimore. All right, the Vets in Blue is heading out. Hey, William, how you doing? Good afternoon, good evening, good night. All right. All right, coming in, we have a Porter coming in from Toronto, a dashboard, Dash 8, I should say. Flight 2941. Alright, what we got going on down here? We have JetBlue heading to Santo Domingo. An A320. I can confirm, yes. That was the one with the yellow ribbon on it. All right, next arriving is a American Eagle. Coming in from Louisville. Look at that Southwest coming in here. We have American Airlines lining up on 22 right, heading to Phoenix, an A321 Neo. And another Logan whale going on. A lot of Logan whales are going on around here. Oh, the American is lining up on, it's like 22 left they're heading to. They should be clear to take off as soon as they get over there. Get the Vets in Blue plane lining up on 22 right. They'll be heading to West Palm Beach. cutting down trees beneath me here. All right, Jets and Blue is lining up. He's waiting for the call for it to take off. We have that plane right there. We see is going to be heading to Tampa in A220. All right, there's 22 right. This is the Vets in Blue. Flight 2321. On the roll, there it is. All right. It's not a leaf blower. Heading to West Palm Beach. Thomas, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. All right, next taking off, we have a JetBlue coming in from Nashville. An A320. All right, here's that Tampa flight. A220, flight 1191. And we got a Southwest coming in from Chicago Midway, a 737-800. Okay, we have JetBlue, flight 915, heading to Buffalo, an A220. Probably one of the early ones we heard, making the whale sound. Oh, that almost cleared the brick. All right, next taking off, we have a Embraer Phenom 300E heading to New York. That's not it, but I figured I'd get some movement on the screen here while we're waiting for planes to take off and move around here. We also have a Cape Air coming in from Hyannis. All right, what we got coming in next? I do see a plane. It's a, oh, all right, we have a Spirit coming in from Orlando, an A320. And next is that Embraer. Should be on the roll here. If not, I'm going to stay with this Southwest coming in. I'm sorry, Spirit coming in. Have a Southwest coming into the alley over here. That's what got my attention all of a sudden. All right, here's that Embraer. But I'm sticking with the Spirit. We haven't had a Spirit yet. Jonathan, how you doing? Good afternoon. Airlines rolling in front of us here, be heading to Miami. Next coming in, we do have another exec jet, probably a NetJets. NetJets coming in from Teterboro. A Bombardier Challenger 350. Dave from Bangor. Good afternoon. I do see Lufthansa. It is just north of Salem. So that should be here shortly. Get a better idea. Should be here in about 5 minutes. All right, we see the lineup here of planes. We have another private jet coming in. JetBlue from Cleveland. We have a Frontier. Cedar to Florida. Scrub J, all right. Then behind that's Lufthansa. So we had a bunch of planes coming in. Wow, it's getting a little hot here. All right, so we got coming in now. We have an exec jet. No, sorry, American Eagle. The codes here are getting really weird. American Eagle from Syracuse coming in, a 145. All right. So let let me see. Lufthansa is on final. Third to arrive. I got 1, 2. If I look out here, I can see next to arrive here should be a JetBlue coming in from Cleveland. Behind that, we have a Frontier. Can't quite see. Oh, there it is. It's a Frontier. And then behind that should be Lufthansa. Can't quite see it with my eye, but it's. Oh, there it is, right there. The Lufthansa A340. That should be here in a couple minutes. It's not the A380 we're used to seeing with this view, but hey, we'll take it. Here comes that JetBlue. Coming in from Cleveland. Here's that Spirit, you know, hey. We got Lufthansa coming in, but we got the Spirit who parks right in front of us. This is not a bad Spirit plane. The Spirit Sprinkles plane, I call it the bad plane. It messes with the Wi-Fi, I think. We have American Airlines here, heading to Miami. Next coming in is Frontier Airlines with the Scrub J, Florida Scrub J. That is Lufthansa. I have a sad story about the Scrub J. A friend of mine a while ago, he bought property in Florida, planning to build and everything. When it was inspected after the purchase, they found out there was a Scrub Jay colony living on his property, and they are an endangered or protected species. So he couldn't do anything with the land, and then once that was found out, no one wanted to buy it either. So I'm not sure the current state of that, but that was the Scrub Jay was a bad word for a while in my office. All right, this Frontier, and we have Lufthansa. That's cruising right in here. Where is it? There it is. Coming in from Frankfurt, A340 600. That's a big one. That's a big one. If that Spirit just came in here, Spirit scratches. I'm not sure if this Southwest is heading out or just came in. I forget which one. But Southwest here, that is hitting Chicago Midway. All right, next we have a Delta heading out there. It's going to be heading to Charleston in A220. Bill Ritchie, how you doing? Yep, hope it doesn't get canceled. Hope everything clears up by then. Oh, F1 qualifying. Uh-oh. My biggest competition is F1 racing here. So Lufthansa, the A380, will be coming back here and passing in review in front of us here. Paul's, hi Jinx, how you doing? Oh, I lost a camera. Let me try and fix this camera here. Let's see if this one works. Oh, no, that's the wrong camera too. Let's see, is this camera? There we go. All right. So I switched out my cameras. I was having all kinds of issues with cameras. So I'm going back to the what they call the OG, the original camera here. Now I lost this camera. Come on, Mike. What's going on? What is going on here? There we go. Okay, we have a JetBlue coming in from Chicago. This is called Technical Difficulty Saturday. All right, taking off is Delta heading to Charleston, A220. Flight 2785. All right, Vincent Disco Club, how you doing? Good afternoon. Harry, how you doing? Yeah, that plane is huge. Where is it? Right in front of us here now. Here it comes. Passing in review. It's a monster. Okay, we have a plane coming in. Not on the radar here. Let me see. Not on the radar at all. Well, this is unique. Let's say Seska Republica. So this was not on a radar, unless it's on some other air nav or anything. But it's not on Flight Radar 24 on either the sanctioned and unsanctioned list. So I'll have to get a ruling on this one. I'm not sure what this one is. I like the line in the tail there. That's pretty cool. And they'll be passing in front of us, so you'll get a better view of that. We have the E-170 going to Cincinnati. So Lufthansa, so that kind of plane is that? It's the A340, 600. Probably one of the bigger ones that comes here. Well, that last plane that landed, I've never seen that before. We got a JetBlue here in the alley making all kinds of noise, an A320. And we have a JetBlue landing coming in from Tampa. Got a bunch of planes here just sitting around, which is good. Hey, this is a lot more activity than we had earlier. Well, before I was really interrupted and these camera things are working weird. This is Mike, Logan and Flight here on top of Terminal B parking garage. Having some fun here. Bunch of planes, so it's a really up and down day. It's quiet, goes crazy, quiet, crazy. We're at a middle of a crazy time now. And just having some fun here. Feel free to hit that like button, subscribe, and do all that YouTube-y stuff. We have memberships and all that kind of thing you can do as well. Earlier today, this was just a membership-only stream, but we fixed that. Now it's for everybody, all subscribers at least. I was going to see this plane coming around here. I've never seen this plane before. That's pretty cool. Well, the tail on that, that's neat. So yeah, this is a unique plane. Just coming here to Boston. I'm not sure what it is, not on the radar that I can see. It is what it is. Hey Lance, how you doing? From the deepest southwest England. All right. Danielle, how come plane not be in the radar? It just happens. That might not be in this radar, but it's probably on some other radars, I'm sure. Hi, Mallory, it's the Czech Air Force. Okay. Yeah, we do get random planes like that here sometimes. I've never seen that one before that I can remember anyways. All right, what we got going on here now? Next plane coming in is a JetBlue from Orlando, an A320, flight 2152. So you guys know, we do have a Discord site as well, where we post the special deliveries that come in every day here, and all kinds of other chat channels. One channel is like airline picks. We have a bunch of grounds people that work that are part of this whole fun, and they post pictures of planes they're working on and stuff. It's pretty cool. So feel free to jump on there if you want to. We also have a store where you can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, all that fun YouTube-y merchandise. All these links can be found on the YouTube channel and loganinflight.com. Got the Cape Airs all here. Sporting my red Logan and Flight today and my hat. Yeah, suddenly the sun coming out, it's a lot warmer here now, so took my hoodie off. But yeah, so feel free, all those links, like I said, are on loganinflight.com and on the YouTube channel. There's a PayPal link if you're interested in doing the PayPal thing, just supporting the channel here. Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll just have as much fun as we can here as the internationals start coming in. Lufthansa was the first one for the internationals. Next coming in is Aer Lingus, an A321neo, coming in from Dublin, flight 133. So we should have Emirates, Qatar, what else do we have? Etihad, all kinds of planes coming in. I think they're all still coming in. They do change their schedules as the season progresses, but I think they're all still due to come in now. Here we go, Aer Lingus from Dublin. Alright, they made it. I have one more thing here. I got an issue with my tripod. It keeps losing its zero balance. think I have a solution for this though. Alright, we got coming in next. We have American Eagle coming in from Miami in Embraer 175. We got a Cape Air heading out of here, Technam 2012. It's going to be heading to, looks like Augusta, Maine. Lost my Cape Air camera and I had running, so losing what's going on with Cape Air here. All right, what we got going on here? We have a couple planes lining up. We have an A321 JetBlue going to be heading to Liberia. It's the one that I haven't seen in myself here. And behind that, I have a JetBlue heading to Santiago de los Caballos. And we also have Etihad coming in from Abu Dhabi, 787-900. There's Etihad coming in. Still a few miles away. Not sure what plane that was behind it right there. We just saw swooping. That was a Delta coming in from Paris, it looks like. Alright, so we have Etihad coming in here, and we have JetBlue taking off to Liberia. We'll stick with Etihad here. This is pretty cool. They made it successfully. We have Shamrock here in front of us, and we got JetBlue heading to Liberia. Like I said earlier, I came here, it was raining out. Now it's beautiful. So I had my sweatshirt on earlier. That was a little too warm. All right, next taking off is JetBlue heading to Santiago de los Caballos. Hope I'm saying that right. We have a little boat action out there finally. Got a sailboat out there. Look at the wind. Wow, it's really strong. Right, here's an A320 JetBlue. Yeah, Cece's a big fan of the Etihad livery. I do like it myself too. I'm not a fan of this structure here in front of us though. But you gotta deal with the cards that are dealt you sometimes. And the bank to the left to get away from the city. and stop the noise pollution. All right, next taking off is a Gulfstream G500. Parts unknown. Those are usually government planes. Oh, they made the brick no problem. All right. And we got a JetBlue coming in from Paris. A321 Neo. Ash Watts, how you doing? From across the pond? Hello from this side of the pond. And this is our version of the pond today. Looking a little nice and blue for sure. Okay, we have JetBlue taking off, heading to Fort Lauderdale on A320 Flight 69. All right, next to arrive is American Airlines and A319 coming in from Charlotte. Oh, there's Etihad right there. All right. That is a cool plane. I like that. Sarah, good afternoon. How you doing? Welcome to the fun. We got a Delta coming in here. A A330-900 from Paris. If I can find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we do see a slowdown. Earlier today, there was nothing going on for a while. And we had a ground stop for a fire alarm going off in the terminal, so got a little crazy for a minute there, but we're in the international time right now, so we're getting a lot of these international flights that are not affected by the U.S. ground stop. They're coming in no matter what, or the ground reduction, I should say. Next to take off will be a Air Canada heading to Toronto. I think this is crossing over first. Yeah, there's a cool, I love the tail of the plane there. That's really cool. All right, Air Canada got clearance for takeoff, and they're on the way. There we go. This is the E175, flight 8693, heading to Toronto. Also have a Delta connection coming in from LaGuardia. E175. It's a little bit further away, but we'll get this one. Next coming in is Emirates 777 coming in from Dubai, flight 237. This is the one I miss a lot because I don't get to see this at nighttime. It doesn't take off till about 11 o'clock at night, and I'm usually gone by then. Alright, it's going to pass behind the structure here, and we'll see that in a second. There's that Gulfstream. Alright, what we got going on now? Let's see. I didn't see anything lined up on the radar anyways. Let me just double check, make sure. No ghost planes. No ghost planes. Next coming in is a Cape Air. Then we have two Delta connections coming in. Also have a Cessna Citation. There is another Delta out there, A330-900 coming in from Rome. That's about 5 minutes out. So we're currently at one of those slow times again. Let me get to the airport. Actually, behind me, I don't know if I can see it. On the radar, it shows a Emirates A380 heading to JFK, but I do not see it behind me, unfortunately. It would be in the sun if it was behind me. Oh well. Moonsy, how you doing? There's your original. Here's your original one there. Oh, everybody, there you go, right there. How you doing? Good afternoon. You have that Cessna just came in. I sort of snuck in here. We got people loading up on one of the Cape Airs here, the Tecnam 2012. Don't like to zoom in too close to protect the innocent there. They didn't sign the paperwork. All right, we got Emirates here. We got Emirates. Oh my goodness, Emirates. Passing in review. That is a big plane too. 777, similar to the Korean Air that comes in here. I think it took off just before the broadcast started. I was able to record it, but I'm playing with these cameras here. Just want to thank the mods that are on here watching this today, having some fun. Thank you guys for coming on a midday on a Saturday. Not the usual time, but with all the time zone changes and this lack of planes going on, and during the week I can always get out here usually about by 4:30, and by that time it's almost dark outside, so it's good to get out here during the midday, get some daylight planes coming in, which is good. Yeah, thank you guys for all being on here. Thanks everyone just for joining as well. But those mods, those are the guys. Keep the chat happy and clean, you know. All right, we have Delta connection coming in from Cleveland. E175. Crimson, how you doing? Good afternoon. Or good morning, or good evening. That depends on where you are. Hey Dale, welcome to the fun. Thank you so much for the support. That's so cool. Go back to that Cape Air. Oh, they're already loaded on. All ready to go. And next coming in, we have another Delta connection coming in from Richmond. That's over at Suffolk Downs, which was I think it was a dog track north of here. Now it's a venue for concerts. All right, so it is good afternoon to you. Like a bunch of people live an hour from Boston. I do as well. How will winter be? I don't know. We'll find out. As long as I get if you guys are on this whole time, I have another camera I have ready for a nighttime video that I was trying to use today, and I still got to work on the settings on it, so I switched out cameras, but yeah, I plan on coming out here all winter long. I don't mind the cold. I can put layers on. That's okay. The heat, that's different. You can't take so many layers off, and then you have to change the rating system of this YouTube stream, especially if the camera goes on me. All right, we have another Gulfstream, it looks like, coming in from parts unknown. Hey, Crimson, that's good to know. All right. Maybe we'll take a limo to the stream here. I love those air brakes on this plane. That is so cool. They flip up and down. Hopefully they put them back down. I think they're stopped enough. There we go. All right. Here's that Cape Air getting ready to go. Spectral Whispers, how you doing? Thought I saw you in here somewhere. Good afternoon. We have American Airlines coming in just for you from Dallas Fort Worth. A flight 2763, an A321. So here's someone firing up. Is it just this Cape Air that's making all the racket down here? I guess it is. Oh, we got a big plane coming in. Delta coming in from Rome, an A330-900. Wonder if we get ETA today or not. We might not. They've changed their schedule around. I think they come like maybe 3 or 4 times a week now. I like that plane too. That's cool. I was almost going to do Bayswater Street today, which is where these planes are flying right over at the end of the runway. Next time. We got Deer Island out there. No colors during the day, which is okay. All right. We currently have a Cape Air coming in. Boutique Air coming in. Now we're parking in front of us here. That's over Lynn right now, which is roughly about 7-8 miles away. Then we have Qatar Airlines over Beverly, which is about 15 miles away. So we should be able to see that pretty soon. We got a Cape Air taking off, 22 left, heading to Rutland. I like playing the I Spy game, see if I can find the planes that are coming in. Nope, not there, I guess. This is about 17 miles away, so probably can't see it yet. But we do have a Cape Air taking off, heading to Rutland. And it might be in the air before it even gets past this little structure here on the left. There we go. Oh, Sarah, looks like you're going to have a great Thanksgiving dinner. Be able to invite a lot of friends. Yeah, it's very strange, this weather. I'm currently in a t-shirt. It's so nice. Alright, where's Boutique Air? There it is. Yeah, let's see what time that comes in today. I should be here. It's not going to be a marathon show. I'm just coming here for a few hours. Had some free time today. I didn't check the radar, so let's see what time it happens. So Boutique Air, the silver one. I'll be making the racket in front of us here. Usually parks right here next to where the Southwest is. And let me see, I think I do see a cutter here. Let's see. Let me go. It's over this. That's right in the middle. Wow, is that crabbing? That's a lot of crabbing going on there. Maybe it's just correcting itself. This is probably the next activity that happens on the runways here. This is plane that's, let me show how far away it is right now. It's 6 miles away. There are a couple planes lining up, heading to 22 right. We'll see when they get there. There we go. It was correction. That's all it was. All right. Couple big light fixtures in the way here. There's that big Delta. What is it? N410DZ. All right. Does anyone know when British Airways is coming in? I haven't looked at the radar yet. Oh, there it is. It's almost on final. That's it right there, actually, in the background there. British Airways. Turning for final. I love when you ask a question and the answer presents itself right for you on the screen. All right, Paul, so it did make it this far at least. It's on final. Coming in from Doha. A350-900. All right, well, that was not surprising, but that was I love seeing when the planes are in the distance there. All right, I can see it in the distance, but I see a Delta taking off right now at 737, heading to West Palm Beach. Should be on the roll. Unless I already missed it. Yep, it's already down here. Get some good shadows out here now. So Alex, is there another one coming in? One just landed not too long ago. Let's get that British Airways. I think that's next to come in. Let me just double check. Yep, British Airways is next to arrive. Big U up here and to the left a little. There it is. Oh, gear doors are open. Now it's just dropping its gear now. All right. Still a ways away, but it's fun to I know, I find it fun seeing it this far away. Oh, okay, cool. Just fueling up and heading out of here. Yeah, when that plane landed, wasn't sure what it was at first. All right, next takeoff, we have a Porter heading to Toronto. Still heading to the runway. Behind that, we have a JetBlue heading to Pittsburgh in A220. And here we have Speedbird staring us down. little crabbing coming in. It's looking at me, but the runway's about a half mile in front of me, so. So we have Sarah here. She was testing the turkeys out in her backyard for Thanksgiving. That's a lot of day after sandwiches right there. I like it. GOX, yeah, that was pretty funny. All right, cue the Speedbird. Oh, it's also the One World Special Livery. Which, if you read the Discord, you'd see that. I remember seeing it. I didn't think I'd be here for this. So that's pretty cool. That'll be passing and review in front of us. Heading back to Terminal E. We have Porter heading to Toronto. Dash 8 twin turboprop. Pretty cool. My way in today, one of those flew over my car on the way in. All right, off to Toronto. Next taking off is a JetBlue A220 heading to Pittsburgh. Right down there, it's on the roll. Should see it in a second now. There we go. Flight 1985, Goodyear. Yeah, that was definitely a nice landing there. I agree, Eric. All right, next to arrive, we have Delta A220 coming in from Chicago. Oh, wait a minute. We got Speedbird and Cutter in front of us here. And American A319 rolling down as well. Now, who was that? What was that? A Delta? Delta coming in from Chicago. Oh, we got a race going on here. I got to get the race here. I think because Cutter got here first, they may get a seat at the table before Speedbird does. All right, next to arrive, we have United Airlines, the 737-900 coming in from Chicago. Also got this big Speedbird here in front of us as well. That is so cool. that reference to the 1985 flight number? Pretty cool. Oh, that's that's not good. The Hulkster. Joshua, how you doing? Good afternoon. A couple of the international flights there. We had Qatar and Speedbird. And we have a American Eagle coming in from LaGuardia. Embraer E170. Find it. There it is. This Speedbird wanted to get a last some more camera time. Planes are in the alley. Trying to see what's going on next. We have a Delta connection coming in from Cincinnati. Any more big planes coming in? Look at the radar right now to see what's coming in next. Nothing too big. We have a plane coming in from Lisbon. Should be here in a little bit. Right now he's had more action in the alley here. Here's that Delta coming in from Cincinnati. Yep, right in top of the garage. There's a little crescent moon area called the alley in front of me. To my right is Terminal B. To my left is Terminal C. So that's exactly where I am. You're talking about this dome thing? It's just a, that's the parking entrance to Terminal C. But that's what you're talking about. The reverse dome. All right. So now we have silence again. I have a couple planes heading out there. We have that A319, American Airlines, heading to Charlotte. Almost a 2-2 to the right. And then we have an exec jet, probably a NetJets, I think it is. NetJets heading to Oklahoma City. Bombardier Challenger 350. That should be heading out there too. Well, thank you guys for bearing with me out here. And it is quieter. You know, we all know why. It just is what it is. But hey, there's still planes flying around. Can still have fun out here. We got the Cape Airs out here still, so we can watch those. And you know, the planes are still flying. Internationals just came in, a whole bunch of them. There's a couple more out there that are coming in a little bit. They have different timings to come in. But I hope you're enjoying this. Hit that like button if you are. Subscribe if you love this. All that kind of stuff, those YouTube things. We have the membership, super chat, stickers, everything. You got a merch store. You got Logan Flight t-shirts, hats, hoodies, sweatshirts. What else we got up there? Stickers. I might have already said that. Cups. Dog bandana. Someone wanted a dog bandana. Sam, I don't see her on here. So yeah, all kinds of stuff in the store just to have fun. Everything's reasonably priced. If you use Logan 10, you get 10% off as well. So feel free to hit that. I also have a Discord site. The Discord site has multiple channels on it. We try to post the special liveries that are coming in every day, like that British Airways One World that was there. And yeah, so we're just having some fun. Here's that A319. All these links can be found on the YouTube channel and at loganinflight.com. plane's heading to Charlotte. Yeah, and we have see in the chat here, we have stickers, all that kind of stuff. So feel free if you're in the chat here. There's all kinds of free stickers as well. Throw those out there. It's all about having fun. You know, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, have fun. If you're watching, 50% of the people that watch this are watching it on a TV. So if you just enjoy that, hit that like button on the TV. Maybe see the chat going on the side, but enjoy it. Just have some fun. That's what it's all about. If people that are watching this, they can't get out here, I just want to bring this to you guys so you can have it. And I have fun doing this too, because I'd be watching other streams if I wasn't here doing it myself. So I'd much rather be here in Boston, because I do love Boston area, the stream that goes on here. When I see other streams here too, I love seeing those, just seeing the whole Boston area. It's fun. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I'll keep going. Even though it's pretty quiet out here, I'm going to keep going. All right, we do have that exec jet heading to Oklahoma City. If you were here earlier, I was playing with cameras, not successfully, but you guys are also my guinea pigs too, so test things out. That's part of the fun I have too. I'm a technology guy. I love technology and solving problems. That's what I love doing, so I'll figure this problem out. So next time will be fun. Get the pilot cam going. They're doing their pre-flight checklist. There's a cool YouTube channel called Just Pilots, or Just for Pilots, that basically go over pilots, everything from pre-check to pre-takeoff to takeoff, all that kind of stuff. So I recommend that. That's pretty. I mean, most of the episodes are an hour long or so, but they're really cool if you have the time. Here's Delta heading to Raleigh, Durham in A220. Moonsy, welcome to the fun. So cool. Thank you so much for the support. That is great. Hope you're enjoying this. Hope you're getting your questions answered as well. And this Spirit's taking its own sweet time to get out of here. It's going to be heading to Orlando. It's an A320. I hate from this angle watching this, because it looks like it's going to hit like a million planes. Like those Cape Airs are going to get wiped out. They're not, but that's what it feels like from here. Mark, how you doing? How was the weather up there in the northern country? All right, we have looks like a private plane coming in. I can't even see it anymore. There it is. It's tough when they're that far away. I can barely see it with the naked eye. I have to look for references to landmarks. It's a Cirrus SR-22 coming in from Hartford. What was that just took off? That was a Global 6500 heading to Windsor Locks, about 91 miles away. Oh, rainy day up there. Oh well. It was raining here this morning. My whole ride here was in the rain. I'm like, I know it's going to be good. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, we got Southwest here, heading to Baltimore. All right, next taking off, we have American Airlines heading to, where's this going? Rochester. Embraer EJ175, or 145, sorry. Also have a NetJets coming in here, potentially. Coming in from Lebanon, NetJets. And we have that American. All right, next ticket off, United Airlines heading to Houston. Flight 1976. Another great year. It's the 757. And it should be on the roll on 22 right. Now that private plane is crossing. There we go. All right, that little private plane was crossing the runway up there, so it was prevented from this plane taking off, but now it can go. See if it gets down there. Where's that little private plane? It should be around here somewhere. Oh, it's over there somewhere. Never mind. All right, it is on the roll. There it is. All right, United Airlines. Not gonna make the brick. It's come out of here somewhere. There it is. All right, Delta taking off, heading to Detroit, an A321neo, flight 2222. Rolling any second now. There it is. A321. Almost made the brick. All right, currently there's nothing lined up. We have that Spirit heading out to 22. And we'll see that in a minute taking off, heading to Orlando. And coming in, we have a Delta coming in from Minneapolis, an A321. I have no end time today, but I'm playing it by ear, so we'll see what happens. Lone Wolf, how you doing? Bob from New Hampshire, what is up? Glad you found the stream. Sorry it's a little bit quiet right now, but glad you found it. If I can find that plane, there it is. The A321, flight 2655. See if you guys are awake. Yeah, just so quiet here. Just no airplane sounds right now. We have that Spirit that's heading out there. And it's just quiet. We have a couple, a big tanker out there just at one of the anchoring points out in the harbor that's spinning around its anchoring point. No cruise ships. Cruise ships are pretty much done for the season. There's one coming mid-December that does I think it's part of a worldwide cruise, so it has to stop in here for gas or something. I'm not sure what. But yeah, it's just another quiet time here, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'm having fun here. It's a beautiful day today. I mean, we just zoom out a little bit here so you can actually, it's just a beautiful day. It was raining on the way in. Supposed to stop, and it did stop. So it's beautiful here. I'm loving it. Even the silence, it's neat. I mean, this is my view right here. I'm looking at all this stuff out here, seeing this activity. It's just so neat to see all this stuff going on here. I love it. All right, that Spirit Airlines is out there. That should be heading to the sky pretty soon. All right, let's wait for that last Delta to cross over the runway, and then we'll get clearance for takeoff. Spirit heading to Orlando. The big boat out there. Wow, looks like a power boat. So we also do boat spotting out here because there's a lot of boats. A lot of marinas. Wow, there's not a lot of boats in that marina right now. Usually there's a lot more than that. All right, there's Spirit Airlines taking off to Orlando. That'd be cool to get a boat like that and just sit out there and do a stream from the boat. That'd be neat. But it's back to the planes. Spirit should be on the roll here. I hear it. There it is. Off to Orlando. William, how you doing? Mark, how you doing? Good afternoon. So used to saying good evening. And that plane there is the only plane really moving here at Logan. We have one Delta plane that's heading to the international terminal. I'm not sure why. Or maybe it's heading to the runway, sorry. Over this, there it is. That's going to be heading to Atlanta. We have another JetBlue. So I can see it here. It's out there somewhere. That's going to be heading to Orlando. All right, we got a plane coming in. We have Delta connection coming in from Baltimore. E175. Marco, how you doing? got Cape Air heading out of here. This is going to be heading to somewhere. Let's see where it is yet in the radar. Yeah, it's just really quiet again. Let me check out, see what's coming in here. We have another Delta connection coming in from Savannah, E175. There's a bunch of planes coming in now, and behind that's a JetBlue coming in from LAX. Also have we have a Delta coming in from Lisbon, 767-300. That should be here in a few minutes. So we got some planes coming in. It's definitely spurts here. That's the... Oh, that's a JetBlue. Oh, United, sorry, United. Alright, where are we here? Closer to the runway, we have Delta connection coming in from Savannah. Rick Lee, how you doing? Chris, I don't see you. Where are you? I got Moonsy here putting up a Christmas tree decorations. All right. Taking a break. I gotta start figuring out my my turkey overlay from the video here. Then I gotta get my Christmas overlay going. Daniela, see you next time. Thanks for stopping in. So I got JetBlue here coming in from LAX. Then we got JetBlue taking off on 22 right, flight 551, heading to Orlando, an A320. Oh, one of those fancy JetBlue planes. Coming in here, Delta coming in from Raleigh, Durham, an A220. I think we got a Cape Air firing up in front of us here somewhere. They must park those boutique airs somewhere else now. So that runway there is like in the clouds, in the shade the entire way, it looks like. Plus I just can't see the plane. That's possible too. All right, next taking off, we have a Cape Air taking off, and we have United Airlines coming in from Dulles. Flight 1709. Oh, we don't see the Cape Air. We'll stick with the Dulles. think Chris is playing an airport game of Where's Waldo? Where's Mike? Alright, there's United. Safe for landing. And we got Cape Air. There it is, taking off. Who do we have coming in next here? We have Delta Connection coming in from Pittsburgh. Almost here. We got a JetBlue coming into the alley here. Yeah, so far, Korean Air, that's a heavy, that took off. I'm not sure if we got any of the heavies, other heavies. Japan Airlines took off as well. Most of the other ones take off in a couple hours. A lot of internationals come in early afternoon, and they leave around between 3 and 5. Alright, that's the JetBlue from LAX. We have a Cape Air coming in. From Martha's Vineyard. I think this is the first vineyard one I've seen today. And we got Delta taking off to Atlanta. A321, flight 322. Yep, if you watch this channel, you're gonna love the Cape Airs. I guess Delta 767 coming in from Lisbon. A lot of these planes are hovering and seems like a lot of wind. I don't feel a lot of wind. There are some slight gusts, but not heavy like it looks like it's doing to these planes here. Oh, Eric, sorry to hear that. Sam, how you doing? Good afternoon. I think you've come in towards the tail end. Not sure how much longer I'm going to be out here for, but I'm having some fun. All right, next we have a American Airlines heading to 22 right. That's way out there, though. It's another few minutes before it gets out there. We have a Frontier Airlines, the Collard Lizard livery, that was scheduled to take off at 9:23 and land in Orlando about 2 hours ago. Looks like that's just pushing back now. So yeah, these the timings and delays are all definitely in play for sure. So, just saying hi. Get the Cape Aero. Goes, oh, they washing the plane there? No, it's just the walk around over there. The pilot checking the plane out is my guess, unless that's the ground crew. Oh, we have another Spirit Airlines coming in from Detroit. An A320. And also have a Plane Sense coming in from Dulles. "100% agree. Beautiful day to plane spot here." I'll probably go for a little bit longer. Wasn't going to be a marathon day. Just had some free time. Yeah, the morning was crazy. I drove here in the rain, but I had hopes that the sun would come out, and it did. All right, here is Spirit Airlines, another one, coming in from Detroit. Albert and Jane, how you doing? Good afternoon. Good to see you in the chat. If I look up and look around Wakefield, maybe I can see you. Who knows? Oh, another Spirit scratches. All right. That'll be packing in front of us. A big Delta here. This is the one that just landed from Lisbon. And we have that Plane Sense. All right, see what we got coming in now. We have a plane coming in. United Airlines coming in from Houston. And we have American Airlines, an A319, heading to Chicago. There's a plane coming in from Houston. Oh, and we got the Chicago one taking off already. All right, Alex, keep an eye out for that one. So runway 927, supposed to be the 15th. So what's that? Next week sometime. We'll see how on schedule a government project is. That's what they're planning on. I think I saw some reports that they're actually legitimately going to open up. So that's good. I don't know, like, this is what they're doing. They already have this one 3-3 or 1-5 right. And if I go over here, here's the end of 9. That's what all that's all about, trying to do the same thing. All right, we have the checking the Air Force. Where is it here? Not sure if it's showing up on radar. of the radar that I'm using. So I'll have to keep an eye out for it, I guess. All right, we have a Cape Air taking off. No, yeah, sorry. This is the Boutique Air that landed earlier. They must park somewhere else now. We got the clouds coming in, getting a little dark. I mean, it is bright out here if you look over here. The top of the island, you got the towers and the sunlight, but the clouds are just big billowing clouds in front of the sun here. All right, here comes that Spirit Airlines. All right, where are we here? Let's see. We have JetBlue lining up on 22 right, an A220 heading to Philadelphia, flight 759. Oh, we have that. I saw it somewhere. Where did I see it? I did see that Air Force flight rolling over here somewhere. So they're heading out to the runways. They are not on the radar that I'm using, but they are heading out. Yeah, there it is right there. That's that, Yep, we got him right there. All right. Church Air Force. Let's look at that takeoff. But first, we have Spirit coming into the alley here. Gotta love Spirit. Parking right in front of us. And we have Porter coming in from Toronto. Dash 8. We got Spirit scratches coming in here. And we have Porter. Right there it is. And JetBlue heading to Philadelphia. All right, that's the Air Force plane. Also have a Southwest coming in from Nashville on 22 left. Look at the Czech Air Force plane first, though. Not rolling yet. So get this Southwest landing real quick. If I can find the plane, there it is. Some nice cars being driven around down here. There we go. right, hope you enjoyed your brief stay here. All right, they're out of here. Cape Air in the background there, coming in from Lebanon. And that Porter, there is one engine not turning on purpose. It's not a video effect. Next coming in is Air Canada, coming in from Montreal, an E175. All right, next coming in, we have a Cape Air coming in from, I think it's New Bedford, 49 miles south of here. If I can find it here in the sky. Where is it? There it is. We got Eric, the Google translator, saying goodbye and check. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get the wheels on the ground, will you? All right, so I was planning on I'm out here for 2 or 3 hours. I'm about at the 3 hour mark right now. I do have some other commitments tonight to get involved with, so I'm going to say thank you guys for joining. A little impromptu Saturday afternoon, which may become more regular because it is a daytime, and during the week and with the time change and me working a full-time job, it's tough to get here when there's light. So I do enjoy this coming out here at this time. Hopefully the airplane flows will increase over the next week or so. We'll see what happens with that. But thank you guys so much for joining. I'm gonna call it now, just because looking at the radar, there's not much happening. And the international start taking off. I could be another 2 hours, which I don't want to do tonight. But thank you guys so much for joining. I will be back out here sometime. I do have some appointments this week, so I probably will not be out here Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, like sometimes when I do come out midweek. But I'll try to do my best to get back out here on Friday or Saturday. We'll see what happens. So hit like and subscribe, turn those notifications. That's the best way to find out when I'm going to be on, hitting those notifications. I'll try to post as soon as I know I'm going to come out here. That way you will be notified. So have a great rest of the weekend. I know I will not be out here tomorrow because the Patriots are playing tomorrow at 1 o'clock game against Tampa Bay. So I got to watch that game and give Eric some trash talk, you know. And Betsy. I think Betsy's from that area too. So yeah, so have a great weekend, and I'll probably be back out here next weekend at the earliest, and I'll talk to you guys later. Let me play some exit music here, and we'll see you later. Thanks a lot, guys.